Hello. Bro, I love you. I love you too, Angel Olvera. 3 in the morning, but I'm here. That's dedication. I appreciate that. Do you have a bed? Yeah, it's right there. This blue surface. Right here. Oh, it's looking pretty good, bro. Thank you. Gonna be drawing some clockwork corners today. Oh, I should, wait. Oh, okay. There we go. Should turn slow mode on. Oh shit, I forgot to ask for something. Enable slow mode. How's it doing? Hey, thanks for the £2. Call me Caleb. How are you today? I'm pretty good. Just popping in to say hi, then back to work for me. Hey, Thomas. You do you. I hope you're doing you're doing good. Bruh. Keep up the great work. Thank you, reverse tape. Reverse tape. I wish confinement, but know nothing about SCPs. Good. I'm trying to write confinement in a way where it doesn't matter if you know anything about SCPs. Okay. Trying to do like one more corner. Somebody's trying to call me. Seriously? 1 second. Hello? Hi, I'm doing alright, thank you. Oh, hey, what's up? From 6:30? Oh, no, sorry, I won't be able to make that. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, you too. Bye. Bro. Kind of looks like a light pink shirt, but I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm wearing. Did people think I was shirtless? Something. It's kind of like some kind of pink. Some kind of pinky shirt. I don't know. I like it. It's got some nice soft vibes. Maybe, no. I have some designs on paper here of like all the corners that I'm gonna need for this episode. So I'm gonna need to do some research. Yeah, some pistons, like a piston-y corner. No. Damn, Nikocado looking cute. Alright. I don't look like Nikocado. I'm fat, but I'm not. I don't look like Nikocado. Have it, will you ever do commissions? Interesting way of asking that question. Maybe? I don't really need, like, I'm not desperate for money right now. That's usually what I do if, like, I'm in trouble, you know? Like, I need some, I need a little extra cash, you know what I mean? Maybe. Maybe soon. But I don't know. I'm pretty happy just doing what I'm doing right now. It's just confinement. Sorry, it's a little. I know drawing streams. I don't usually like doing them because I'm unable to read the chat while I draw. Like, the drawing needs my full attention, even though I'm only sketching right now. The drawing still kind of needs my full attention. What's gonna happen when Connor's girlfriend leaves him after she finds out she's being... What? Not sure how you got to that conclusion. This is what I do at 4 AM. This is all you need to do at 4 AM. Sleep. 8 hours sleep doesn't really make sense, apparently. That's what I've been told by some of my patrons. That you're actually meant to sleep in these cycles of like 4-hour naps. And then you take a break and be awake and do shit and then go take another 4-hour nap. Hey Lil Bong, hope you're doing well on episode 8. Thank you, I am. Doing pretty well so far. Up to the storyboarding stage, but this isn't, I'm not going to be showing storyboards on stream because that'll just be spoilers. And there we go. Yeah, this looks right. Did you mouse or pen to draw? I use pen. I use a Wacom Intuos Pro Medium. Go to sleep. It's 6 in the afternoon. I don't feel like it. Clockwork is machinery. Glory to the Omnissiah. Yeah, we're getting real clockworky around here. It's clockwork time. Always like that style. Yeah, this looks fine. I don't see an issue with this. Let me draw a couple of nails, screws in his face. Make it look like freckles. Give him a little horn. There we go. There we go. Hey there, demons. It's me, your boy. Thanks for dropping in, the void. Gold friend. So I have a few questions. How long do you think it'll take for you to finish? Second question, why Lord Bung? I assume you mean why my name. How long will it take for me to finish? I don't know. It's kind of difficult for me to predict these things. It's not a sorted, traditional thing. So my methods kind of change depending on how I feel while I'm making it. Sometimes I would drop a day of boring, repetitive work to do something creative in the same video. And that sometimes leads somewhere, that sometimes leads nowhere, but that's part of the creative process. Is like risking this thing and being like, oh, did I waste time? I mean, it's never really a waste of time because you learn what doesn't work and therefore you don't do it again. You know, if you just keep holding yourself back based on all of these fears and prejudices, then you don't actually do anything new. And I think that's the real death of art. Okay, it's just 3 heads. I think 3 of these fellas seems alright. Switch back. Alright. Oh, and why Lord Bung? It's just funny. It just sounds funny in my head. It did, at least. I don't really... if I could choose now, oh boy, you know it'll be fucking different, but... Your American accent is British. I don't have an American accent. Yo, those look super good. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Thanks for joining my stream. Unless you're talking about Connor, nobody's ever told me Connor sounded British before. Okay, I think I'll go with a gear just because it's kind of the thing. Gears are actually not that easy to draw. Kind of have to draw the teeth first, just so you know how to line up everything. This is just a sketch anyway, I'll get to it soon, properly. Something like this. Yeah, something like this. The angle looks a bit off. Hey, if you remember me, thanks for the art advice. I've gotten a lot better and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And do you have any advice on animation programs? Well, thank you. I'm glad that my advice helped. On animation programs, I don't really have any just because I use a very unorthodox method of animation. if you want to go into the industry, then definitely go with an industry program. That's all I can say. So it's really up to you. It's up to you and your preference of where you want to go in life, and you know, it's just a good idea. Okay, fix that up in post. Something doesn't seem right here. Yeah, okay. What's the rest of his arm look like? See that. Yeah, something like this seems right. Can't wait, dude. Thank you. For a second, I thought you were shirtless. Yeah. Yeah. Happy to see that Lord Bung's back. I haven't gone anywhere. What grade are you? I'm, I don't know, I'm 25, so I don't know. I'm simply an adult who does this for a full-time job. And so I'm living a lot of people's dream right now, which is something I'm not going to overlook. I think it's a lot of fun, genuinely. You know, not in a bragging way. Like I don't want to make people feel like I think anyone can do this job, really. Like in terms of the work, I think anyone can do this job. I don't know if anyone can get to this exact same position, like specifically, but you know, this job isn't really that crazy. It's just really different, and maybe it is harder in the sense that you don't really have a lot of people to talk to about like, how do I do this? What do I? But that's, I mean, I was drawn to this job specifically because there is no like terribly strict standard for how to do this job. It's just I'm doing it because I can and I want to, and this is where I am right now. You know, I don't want to have a boss yelling at me. I don't want to have a boss telling me what to do. You know, I like being my own boss, and that comes with its own set of challenges, you know, especially back when, you know, just like a year ago, I used to treat myself like absolute shit. Like, I would not know what to do, and I would just some days I would overwork myself, and then the days after I'd be like, well, I just feel sorry for myself. Like, well, I worked really hard the other day. I think I'm not going to work today. You know? Like, it was a mess. It was terrible. It was so bad. But that's part of the learning process, I guess, you know? I'm pulling an all-nighter and found this. Lol, nice drawings. Thank you. Bunk, say hi. Hi. Have you ever used MS PowerPoint to make an animation? I've heard more people use it than I ever thought I would hear. Yeah, I don't, but I know that the Big Luz show does, and that's a pretty incredible show. If any of you have seen it, it's pretty prime Australian culture. It might be a little bit dated in terms of the comedy, but I think it was an incredible show. It was just dumb, gross Australian culture. Could you make Clockwork Connor have the Swiss Army ability to make toast, which only appears at the worst of times? I have a toaster. I like toast. I'm the toast guy. Only premium toast. I might do some Swiss Army. That's a good idea, the Swiss Army thing. Thank you for the $10, Daniel Delgado. think of a place to put the Swiss Army bottle opener. That's the specifically the one I was thinking about, was the bottle opener. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm rushing because this is just the sketch part. There's nothing here that I really need to... It'll get cleaner, don't worry. I mean, if you're here and I'm watching, then who's flying the plane? Bro. My faith in this stream is what's flying the plane. So don't say anything that will make me lose my faith in this stream. I know that's really hard to do. I've watched the confinement episodes at least 3 times over since I discovered it. Well, thank you. It's really sweet. Since these are only background characters, I'm not gonna do a full like 360 of them. These are only Connors you're gonna see in the background, so I mean, I'm gonna use them for various poses in the background, and not just in the background, but like, as in they don't have any speaking roles, you know. Clockwork virus. I never thought you will infect Connor with the clockwork virus. Well, infect the uninfected. That's what I always say. Oh. You think Connor's based off any official SCPs or just his own brand of awesomeness? Well, thank you. He is his own. Thank you for complimenting him. Whoa, hey, thank you for the $50, June K. Dear Bung, thank you so much for your content and existing on YouTube. You have brought so much joy and excitement into my life. Any idiot can see the genius and the artistic beauty of your work, so please don't be humble and say that anyone can do it. Oh, that's so sweet. What the fuck? Aww. Wow. Man. That's a bra moment. That make me go blush. So sweet. And thanks for the $50. I appreciate it. Do you think Biden would win? You mean the epic rap battles of history? Absolutely. He won that epic rap battles of history. That's just what I'm gonna say every time somebody brings up the election. You know. The coordinator. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I think this is it. Time to get into the final outline. Oh, whoops. Yeah, okay, I was drawing a different Connor before stream. But I thought he wasn't interesting enough. Even though you just look at him, just it was gonna be like a mummy, like from the Mummy. Yeah. Do not look into the book. Bro. Yep, there we go. All right. Time to do some outlines. This requires less creativity because I'm just, you know, so I'll look at the chat some more. But it does require my attention still to try and get these lines right. Or right enough, you know, since they're background characters, it's not too big a deal if the lines don't look too right. Okay. Make him eat pineapples. Yeah, just put some pineapples through those gears, little blocks of pineapples. I will protect Mummy Connor with my life. Oh, Mummy. Okay. I was thinking different Mummy, even though I just showed like a mummy wrapped in bandage mummy. My mind maybe I'm the pervert. Maybe I'm the pervert for thinking Mummy Connor exists. And maybe me saying it out loud has brought Mummy Connor into existence in that way. What have I done? I live in fear. You'll release Connor SCP file when the show is over. Love from Deutschland. Ah. Dankeschön. Maybe. It'll definitely have to be after the series, like you said, yeah. Can't do it now. Do you mean ananas? Yeah, right. Yeah, I get it. Pineapple. English is the only language that says pineapple instead of ananas. So weird, isn't it? Alright. Yo, the Lord is here. Yeah, the Lord is here. The Lord of Bungs. The stinkiest Lord. Bro. I miss Worms. You know that game Worms? Fucking love that game. Bro, it was better than Jackbox, you know? It was just, maybe. In most cases, I think. Hey yo, is that the legendary fodder? You know it. You know it. In fact, I got a legendary fart brewing up right now. I'm not actually gonna fart. That'll be so fucking terrible. I've done some terrible things on stream. I'm not gonna fart on stream. I would actually look down on myself if I did that. I'm sorry to any of you streamers who just like fart non-stop. I'm sure some of... Is there a fart streamer? Let me know for scientific reasons. I'm not... Just let me know if there's like a streamer who does nothing but fart. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious. Is it just me or are you shirtless? It's not just you, but you are incorrect. Whoa, hey Rick Scrubs, thank you for the $8. You are back. Welcome back. We are drawing some mechanical Connors right now. I'm thinking that maybe this should be a separate piece so that it could rotate in the final animation. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. He got the Louis Vuitton shirt. Yeah, dude. I'm all about that drip. I wear my Timbs on streams even though no one can see them. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. How long it takes to animate a frame on average? It depends on the frame, sorry. It's not as consistent as people seem to think it is. My death was greatly exaggerated. I didn't even know you died. That's how exaggerated it was, dude. Thank you for the $8 again. W. Thanks for that W, bro. I'm gonna fucking take that W down to the fish and chip shop and get an absolute nothing but prawns for 7 days. I'm gonna get that prawn salad. Man, I made some pizzas last night with my friend and they were pretty incredible, but we forgot to get prawns. So there wasn't a prawn pizza. There is not a prawn pizza currently digesting in me right now. That's just one of the many things wrong with 2020. me staring at the chat that swallowed my comments. I waste my best material on you. I'm sorry to hear that. But that is how it be sometimes, you know? Gotta let go. Gotta learn to let go of your jokes. You make a joke, disappears, nobody hears it. That's fine, you know? Because if you are funny, then you are funny. It's not the joke that comes out of you. It's you have the propensity to be funny. It's like love, you know? It's about the motion, the direction that you're going in, the action. Just be funny. You can be funny. Everyone can be funny if they let go enough. You know, some people like use alcohol or drugs as an excuse to just be themselves, which is like a dummy, you know, just like a silly little dummy. But it's just because they're too shy to be what they already are, which is like a funny person. Is it true there's a platypus beneath the table? A lot of rumors going around. We need the facts to be straightened out. Bro, hold on, let me just turn the beat on. This is lo-fi, so it's gonna be hard. Well, I'll be honest, I don't really understand. I can't remember the lyrics. But I fell down this trash and now I got glue on my hands and I got records on my fingers. What? Records on my fingers. What? Records on my fingers and I just can't stop. Hey Tim, do you want to join stream? Oh, that would be so cool if you could join stream. If you're busy though, it's all good. Stick on some QEiwyRHAfns though. Oh, I could do that actually. The ones that I use at least. Don't stop, don't stop. Yeah, some people see it. Some people get it. Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Fuck yeah. We got some Doofen fans in here. I got records on my fingers. Wow, have you tried to be a rapper? Every day, dude. Give me 5 minutes. Easy, bro. I'm gonna need a fucking hype man. Nice bung pressure. Oh yeah, you see you can see it on stream? Yeah, it says bung pressure. Oh, I forgot I named that. That actually is so funny. Bung pressure. Bung the pressure. Damn, I missed a perfectly good doof rap all because of my lag. I'm crying. Oh, I'm sure it'll fucking come back. Don't worry. Oh, thanks for the 15 bucks. If you answer this in 2 minutes, I'll donate $14. Mr. and Mrs. Mustard have 6 daughters and each daughter has 1 brother. How many people are in the Mustard family? No cheating. Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Mustard have 6 daughters and each daughter has 1 brother. Okay. 9. There's 9 because if they each have 1 brother, because if there's only 1 brother in the family, each of the sisters have a brother, because it's not like, you know, some of the sisters have a brother and the others don't. You know. I hope I got that right. It's 9. I think it's 9. Because I don't think it makes sense to say that grammatically you can only have, I don't know. Oh, shit. Thank you for the 15 bucks. I guess I got it right. Unless that was a pity 15 bucks. I will accept a pity 15 bucks. And that's what a normal job is anyway. You suffered enough, have some money. actually counted the parents too. Well played, man. Of course, you know, part of the family. I also like how there's no explanation as to why the family's name is Mr. Mustard and Mrs. Mustard. It's just part of the story I had to accept. Have you heard of David Romero? He's a horror artist animator. Oh, I should check that. Check them out then. I got records on my fingers. Records on my fingers. I got records on my fingers and I just can't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Oh, some good art. Yeah. The way you render your drawings really inspires me in terms of my art. Oh, that's so sweet. Whoa, 2 questions. You said Colin is in Class D, so does he have a number? Also, big 217 vibes here today. Sorry I'm late. Love your art. It's okay. Thank you for $5. And he does have a number, but it's not. Well, it's not really relevant to the story, but also like, if I give him a number, then I'm gonna have to like make a page for him and everything. I don't want to do that until the end of the series, because his life is sort of captured in the episodes that are out and aren't out yet. So, you know, this is making me want to draw. Go ahead and draw, Sammy. Hey, Time Hub, what's up? Hey, thanks for the $2. The not so great intelligence i7. Confartment, that's it. That's it. We're calling the police. We're calling the police because we have a fucking murder here. Confartment. I'm just ending the show now. That's it, it's gone. Goodbye, everybody. I'm just gonna be drawing because of muscle memory now. It's just like, I'm gonna turn off this stream. I'm gonna delete this drawing. Confartment. Oh, shit. Gotta go, but you gotta write. Maybe make a character called Mr. Mustard. Thank you for the $8. Rex Scrubs, you have fun wherever you need to go. Oh, I think it's raining outside. Hope that's not too loud. Is Bung Australian? Yeah, Bung is Australian. I am Australian. I am Australia. I'm bloody Australian. You guys, I'm back from eating lunch. Glad you had a lunch, Sonia. Not a lot of people have that. Sometimes they just skip it. Like for me, for example, I skip my breakfast sometimes. Which isn't great, but I realized that a lot of that had to do with this illusion that you had to eat certain things for breakfast. And then, you know, whenever I just didn't have it, I would skip breakfast. But it turns out you're actually allowed to eat whatever the fuck you want in breakfast, and that this idea of a specific breakfast, like a you know, cereal, was something that was kind of invented by specific companies. Big cereal, you know. Hey, all right, we're gonna have my my friend Tim to join the chat. Oh, thanks for the Swedish krona, 10 Swedish krona. Hey, Tim.
Hey. I love Swedish Coronas. Hey,
bro,
what's going on?
Swedish Corona, get out of here.
No.
Get out of here, bro.
Not Swedish Corona.
Tell the audience about your current mental state.
Oh, dude, I'm vibing.
It's mustard in the drawing room with a lead pipe. Thanks for the £2, Rory.
I'm in a good state. I'm in a good state.
Shit. Okay, I feel like I need to get there.
Garbage. But the state of my mind is killing it.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Well, now I kind of want to get on your level.
Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to subtly put down.
You know what? I'm actually audience, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. Wink.
Yeah.
Tim, I'm gonna need you to rap. There's gonna be lo-fi music playing on the stream, and Let's just hope it lines up.
All right. Well, I can confirm one thing: it's not gonna.
It's not
line up one bit. But I'm
Alright.
gonna do it anyway.
Everybody enjoy the musical stylings of my boy Yoda Gaming. He is here.
All right,
Be right
ladies
back.
and gentlemen, all 261 people who are sitting down to listen to my voice right now, I'm sorry to tell you, you're not in for a good time. Okay, goodbye, everybody. They all just take. I mean, I can't get mad at it. I can't get mad at everyone just taking the exit right now. Oh boy, you know, I didn't really get to write down this rap or anything like that. So what do I do? Do I work from the heart or some shit? Do I just keep talking and bidding my time, praying that Danny returns so I can get out of this horrible situation I'm in? It's nightmare. It's nightmare that doesn't end. This rap really took it. Hugs for Tim. I guess that's alright. I guess that's good. Alright, guys, well, I know every spoiler to confinement, so just go on ahead and tell me all. I'm just gonna leak it all, everything. I know everything, every bit about it. It's all gone. Alright, Sharpman. I know I'm not the first to make that. Sure. How does Connor die? He dies from, you know that scene where he's a tree, like when he's just a piece of bark, just vibing out as a piece of bark. He actually died then. Yeah, that's it. That's how he died. He actually died then, and everything is just a dream of another character. Okay, alright, can I just preface this is all actually a joke, and if anyone thinks this is legit, just fucking God, don't. Please God, I'm taking the piss. just any of those guys. Tim, are you high? What kind of question? What kind of question is that? Who asks that to a random person on YouTube? Alright, what the fuck's the matter with you? Oh, good. Oh, Danny's back. There he is. There's our guy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Oh. Just saw your ass pop up on stream.
Fuck, dude. You got the big rain. Yeah, it's a wet ass pussy out there.
It's wet.
Is that a phrase now? Are we saying everything has a wet ass pussy if it's wet?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad about it. You know.
Yeah. I think
You know, for a while, I didn't know. You know, just like every other regular Joe, I didn't know what WAP meant. I had
Yeah.
to go on Google,
Yeah.
and when I found out it was wet ass pussy, well, that got right in there. Right?
I was
that really kicked
flabbergasted. I was ready to call a council meeting.
I almost went right up to the governor's doorstep, right across the road.
I was about to
That
take a
one.
shit in a bag and say, "Don't be vulgar, dude."
Slam a toddler with said shit bag. Just
If I see a toddler wearing WAP on their shirt, I'll body slam them and to protect them. It's to protect them.
they would have wanted. If I was free and I was forced to wear that, I would want to be the shit kicked out of me too.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm gonna have to draw through this cog. Actually,
Oh, is
you're
this
gonna
the,
want this shit kicked out of you.
Is this for your show? Your
Yeah. Yeah. We were talking about mustard earlier. This is my show Condiment.
show? Oh, I like that one.
It's
I
like
that
it's
show.
like food. It's like Sausage Party.
Mm.
But it's about the condiments you didn't get to see. You know, like they were actually fully fucking expecting us to believe that hot dog and that bun would get together, and there was not a single condiment in the mix at all. Just a dry ass hot dog. It was a dry. That's like the opposite of wet ass pussy. Dry ass hot dog.
Dry ass hot dog. You know, I accidentally I ordered a cheeseburger yesterday.
Oh shit, dude.
And I asked. I got no condiments on it.
Are you kidding me?
I did get no condiments on it because
That's
I wanted to buy a
fucking
separate
vile.
sauce. I bought a separate sauce to put on it because it
Oh.
wasn't available. But then they never showed up with my separate, like it didn't come with the separate sauce.
They just gave you a dry burger and
Yeah.
calling you crazy.
Bro, I had to eat a cheeseburger with no sauce. It's so fucking bad.
You had to, like, you couldn't just go to the kitchen, get a
Oh,
different
dude.
sauce.
No, dude, I was in a recreational state.
Oh, yeah. I was in a medicated state, dude.
Yeah, there was nothing I could do. What are they expecting from me?
That's fair, though. That's fair. Big old
I don't-
continent.
I mean, I'm just letting you know now that I told all of your viewers they were a confinement spoiler.
Sorry, you what?
I told all of your confinement spoilers, every single one, everyone.
No, dude.
I did, dude.
Oh.
I did. I can't believe it too. How did
Get
they
Tim
do
his sauce. Get it. That's what I'm reading in the comments. Get Tim his sauce.
it? Please. You know, I
Please,
actually was
dude.
so mad I got a refund because that sauce didn't show up.
Danny, you're gonna
That's how
voice
mad I
chat
got.
Discord later, please. Yeah, alright, after the stream. Alright, hold up. Gonna meet Dr. Bright ever.
Cog fireman,
Never.
dude. More like, this is what I'm looking at. Some cock.
Fucking cock fireman, dude.
Cock and ball fireman.
Oh, hold on, no problem. Yeah, go ahead and put the Discord and stream, Mr. Snakey? I
Did
think
you
Mr.
see
Snakey's
the?
here.
You saw the? Because I assume you're a human being who's on
Yeah.
Twitter. You saw the Steve thing, right? You
What's,
saw
like,
Steve-
him and the Smash?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and I thought, that's alright.
Yeah, me too. Really.
You know, like, all the shit happening this year, I'm kind of like, that's alright, cool. You know?
You know, I feel like if just the world didn't end, and they announced that this year, that would have been a lot cooler. For
The
some
world upstaged probably the funniest meme that Microsoft and Nintendo are now laughing at. They're like,
reason. Yeah.
this is gonna be the funniest shit. You know?
They thought they were funny when they added sands, man. They really thought they were slick.
They were slapping their thighs.
They were putting their balls and cock and they were slapping together, both testicles and dick.
Like
making
one of
a
those
slap noise.
like one of those things you see an office desk with the 4 balls just
Yeah.
what will you call your fan base? Other Danny calls his Greg, for example. Who's other Danny?
Gregs?
Who's the other Danny? Thanks for the $5 though. Who's the other
$5.
Danny? Yeah, Tim, help me come up with a name for my fans. Like what would I call them? Little bungholes? Little bungos?
The little bungos. The bungies.
The
Bungy
bungites.
boys.
The followers of
boys.
Bung. You can make it cultish.
I'm just trying to think of a confinement pun with multiple people, but it's slipping.
Yeah.
Oh man, if only I wasn't on such a high recreational usage. I could think straight for a minute.
Not gonna lie. Wait, hold on. I need to see how long I've been in this stream.
It's been 49 minutes.
It's been 49 minutes.
Yeah.
Where are you seeing that? I can't see it anywhere.
Oh, cause I'm.
Oh,
with
wait,
you,
no.
I can
It
see
says, yeah, it says up here, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe in half an hour
men?
I'll get
The
up.
bung men. That fucking
Bungies.
sucks.
The bung, man.
Bung men.
The bung. Like, I'm fucking Charles Xavier here.
Yeah. Fucking Salieri over here from Martin Mafia.
Bruh, dude. Corn cult. Yeah, well,
Danny, did you ever watch The Godfather?
Yeah.
Okay, so we never watched it when we lived together.
Yeah.
But I had actually never seen it. until
Really?
recently. Yeah.
Bruh.
It was so fucking good. I was actually really upset that I just slept on
I know.
Godfather for
That's what I've been doing lately, is like watching old movies that I never got to see for whatever reason.
There's always something that comes up.
Yeah, like just the other day, a patron of mine showed me Afro Samurai. It's like,
Oh, yeah?
wow, this is actually fucking amazing. Like, But something that made it funny in a level that it wasn't meant to be funny was like the guy who did the English translation for Samuel Jackson's lines was obviously not a black guy, and so the dialogue, like, you have Samuel Jackson in there as this like cool old man. He's like funky. He's like throughout the entire movie, but he's just like, "Damn, homeboy, what the skiddly scoodlet like."
Jeez, my homeboy.
It's just, it's just like, wow, that's whack, brother. You know, like, like just stuff like that.
I watched what was that? Major Lazer?
Yes.
I watched all of that, man. It was a fucking experience.
I'm glad, dude. More people need to know about Major Lazer's dumb shitpost series.
It's so fucking stupid. I love
Why kill weed when I can smoke weed? Just his laser arm lights up and he burns burns the weed, man.
He kills him. He fucking kills him by
gone.
smoking him.
He's gone.
It's just so good. Like, I think I really like it because it kind of reminds me of like 90s type animation.
Yeah, yeah.
Made like recently though.
Yeah, it's like He-Man. Like, he looks into the camera to give kids like an important message type shit.
Yeah.
It's so
He's
funny.
like, smoke the doink kids. And then like goes to credits. I love my favorite. I love G.I. Jose. Just,
oh my god.
That's right. I referenced Family Guy.
Yeah, you did a Family Guy reference, bro.
Oh, God.
We're gonna need another one of those toilet breaks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead. Do that.
Thanks for the $2. Beep boop. Mark suggested a B class for a fan base name. That's not a bad one, actually. B class.
Major Shotters. Just
Major vapors, bro.
Major Vapors.
Major fathers. Major shotters. I was watching Dark Crystal with my patrons the other night, and for like the entire second half of the movie, everybody keeps referring to the piece of crystal that he has as the shard. So everybody's just screaming shard every 10 seconds, and I'm losing my mind.
Bro, are you telling me they were screaming shard?
Shard! Shard! Just the fucking Skeksis. Just get the shard!
I do need to fucking finish Dark Crystal. I do. I really do. I think I got like 3/4 through it. And I just gave up.
It's a bit slow, I get it.
But they're so cool though. Like the puppets are cool.
Yeah, I just have to be in like a relaxed state to watch slow movies, you know, because otherwise like I'm jumpy the whole time. But that like legit for me at this point, it requires me to do daily meditations.
Yeah.
Which I'm really down with, you know, like it's but sometimes I just am busy and it's like, woo, how did I get this busy?
Is fucking tough. I could only do a meditation for 10 minutes. That was really hard to do. It was a 10-minute one.
Well,
fucking pain.
Yeah, I guess it also depends what you're trying to do in the meditation. Like some people teach meditation wrong, you know.
Oh yeah.
Some people like.
No, yeah, I was just clear in my head type beat.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting in, finding my core, you know. I don't like talking about it on stream. It makes me sound pedantic.
Bro, I get you. For me, it's about total instant acceptance of everything that happens. So, a thought goes through my head. A million thoughts go through my head about the future, about the past. Because none of them are about the present, so they're not important, which means every thought, you just have to remind yourself that every single thought is unimportant. And it becomes really easy to just like exist with the fact that you have thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Like in the Midnight Gospel,
Yep.
my boy David Nickturn, the meditation teacher, he explained it really well. He was like,
which episode? Oh, it's the guy. Oh yeah, episode 6 or something, where he's like on the mountain and shit.
Yeah,
like
when he gets sent to, when he gets fucking yeeted by his computer.
Oh yeah, his fucking computer roasts his ass. Or
Yeah.
No, I fucking love the Midnight Gospel, man.
Yeah.
That show, it fucking resonates. It resonates. Can't get out of my head. It's just straight away from the first watch, I was hooked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love that shit.
Yeah. But he said like, what did he fucking say? Like some people teach meditation as if you're trying to shut up your mind. But like there's this painful truth about reality that if you really want something to happen or you really want something to not happen, it'll almost definitely go the exact opposite way of how you expected.
Mm-hmm.
You have to not care and you have to like not give a shit enough about the voices in your head, but also acknowledge that they exist. It's a weird middle road.
You gotta find your balance.
Yeah. Thanks for the $2 Spectrometon SC Peeps. That's also a good one. But again, I don't feel like it's a good idea for me to personalize myself around a pre-existing, like, I would rather it be a bit more personal to my channel. Like, I'm not the owner of the Wikipedia, like the SCP Wiki. That seems like something the SCP Wiki would do. You know, they call you SCP. I mean, they won't, but if they would.
C-piss.
Yeah, but you have to be like, and it's really hard. It's easier said than done. Like, you know, sometimes I'm going for a walk, and there's just this really intense, really horrible thought would just like flash in my head, right? And it's sometimes, and it's kind of hard to go. It's to ignore it. But it goes away. It kind of goes away automatically. The only reason it stays is because you're either fighting against it or you're engaging with it and trying to argue with it, or you're trying to like remind yourself like you're trying to. It's like you're talking to somebody else, you know, in your own head. And that is why the thoughts last longer. Like we make them last longer. It's all our fault. We have just been not trained as Westerners. We have not been trained to deal with our feelings and these things. But you know, you're meditating. You're already ahead of the curve.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with the whole like Westerners can't fucking show their feelings or even think about their feelings or even talk about their feelings. You know what I mean? Like it's super common in other countries. You know, this like meditations. You know, or some shit like that. So it is come down to just lack of, you know, knowledge or lack of want to look into that, which is also fine. I mean, they don't want to look into that shit. That's okay.
It's because our society is like, our society's interest is just like consume, right? It's like making the most amount of money. So that completely clashes with meditation, because meditation will teach you that you don't have to work to feel good about yourself. Whereas
workaholics hate. That's like it's like workaholics hate this one thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. It's like
it's their own hurdle, you know, they gotta get over.
Yeah, because we don't have like a completely open, honest system in our countries. It's like they just try to give you money as a reward for doing things. It's like a reward punishment system. There's no satisfaction with yourself. It's like you have to buy this shit so that you don't smell like dog ass, you know? You have to eat this or else you look like a fucking planet. It's just,
and society will reject you for planet-iness.
Being a planet, dude.
Planet dude. Just everyone planet dudes. No, but yeah. It's fucking wild.
It's fucking wild, bro. But I believe you can do it.
It's shit that I really like. This is the type of shit that I think about when I'm on when I try. God, you know, I'm just trying to think the proper term. Hard drugs.
Oh yeah.
Like LSD. No, not hard drugs. Like when I've tried LSD in the past, you know, and that's the type of thing that fucking. Boy, LSD me wants to talk about, you know, like, and will talk about, and it is a really, like, it's the only way I can talk about that and really resonate with the words, and really understand the weight of everything that's being said.
There's like weird science behind that. Something about like you have this sudden realization and urge to deconstruct everything, and it usually starts with society, and then if you get higher and higher, it goes to like the very fucking fabric of reality, you know.
Does LSD count as a hard drug anymore? No, I was trying to make a bit, but it didn't. It kind of fell flat. I'm so sorry.
Bro, it's all forgiveness here. It's all fucking farts and forgiveness.
All tripping and farting. That's all it is.
Tripping and farting.
Dude, I wrote confartment in your chat and started laughing hard, bro, when I wrote it.
Oh, bro, I know.
It just
I could hear it.
You heard it from across the country.
Yeah, dude.
No, I swear to God, I don't think I'm the first to write it, but man, it felt like I was in that moment.
That's all that matters, dude.
LSD is a soft drug. It is, yeah. You know, LSD is.
It's like it's safer chemically than even weed. But like the excessive usage of, like, if you're doing it like 3 times a week or something, that can probably just from the exposure of being on those 12-hour periods of acting that way, you might have a hard time remembering how to get back, you know?
Yeah, you know, if you're taking LSD 3 times a week, you're gonna have a hard time with reality, especially because it'll start feeling like reality is, well, it's awful, but really awful, like to the point where you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna be on LSD 24/7. Yeah. And no, you don't want that shit. You don't want that. That's the worst.
I mean, some people do want that, but I don't want that. That's
I don't want that.
That's way too much work.
It's too scary, man. I'll walk the fucking the galaxy dimensional line void.
Yeah.
But that like maybe once every 6 months.
Yeah, something
I'll stick to that.
Yeah.
It's cool. See me ground harness when I'm on LSD.
Bro.
I haven't paid taxes in 7 years.
Based. Encouraging adolescents to do drugs. Nice. Not adolescents, just anyone. No, just
no, kids, toddlers, infants, them too.
No, just like adults who can make decisions.
Yeah, adults only. Fuck off if you're under 18.
The problem though is that people think LSD is just like, when I first tried it, I just thought like, yeah, it's gonna be fun, wacky. I didn't realize how fucking powerful it was until I was until the incident. But I've talked about that enough on stream. But if you are in a bad space in your head, do not try it.
Definitely. And you gotta. It's all about the headspace and the actual place you're in.
The setting.
You need an open area that you're very familiar with, so you don't start fucking freaking out and feeling claustrophobic, because that happens to me.
Yeah. You have to be able to trust yourself, and you have to be able to trust that you know how to calm yourself down. And it's taken me a while, but I've learnt methods, and every few months I'd return to LSD, and for fun, but also just to see if it's working,
Yeah.
But I really love it. Like it's such a spiritual experience to me. Now that I've learned now that I've sort of like had my bad trip, I understand how to navigate it now.
Yeah, I remember I've only had LSD maybe 4 times max. Yeah. And that was over the course of like every 6 months, I guess. And the only time I had a real, like, kind of the closest to a bad trip, and it was just like everything was going normal, but then my body was just like, hey buddy, it's all gonna go to shit. And then my brain was like, let's go, and followed with my body. So I'm healing over in the couch like, oh god, fucking Jesus.
No, dude.
And how I got myself out of it, I was like, okay, hold the fucking phone. you know, I used weed. Weed is my reference. I was like, okay, I've had some bad trips with weed and I come out fine, so I know I'm gonna be okay here.
Right.
That helps me calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
That chilled me out for the whole trip. I was like, don't worry, I got this. I've had some pretty like rough trips on weed before.
Yeah, I've been there during the greenouts.
He
big
was
QA.
there.
How would
He
one
there
go
and
about
present.
voice acting for you? Thank you for the $2, Pylord Gaming. If just on Twitter you can at me, or in my Discord you can show me like a demo reel. That would probably be the best way to do it, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, greenouts are crazy. No, on LSD I thought I was dying.
LSD is scary. Like, it really can if you just let it spiral. Like, if you're just like, it'll be fine. Don't think about it. If you don't fucking address your panic right then and there, it can spiral hard.
Yeah, dude. You have
Scary.
to. Now I just have like a bunch of useful mantras. You know, like just be here now and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like trying to live that lifestyle by meditating every day. And trying to like decondition myself from these ways of thinking that only encourage fucking, you know, labor working. Like having feelings that aren't strong, you know, that's something that's really hard, because it's not like I don't give a shit. It's like I don't want to force anything. You're not supposed to force anything in your mind. Otherwise, if you're too hard about it, it'll just come back twice as strong, because you've made it an enemy by making it a big deal. Or if you try to ignore it and avoid it, then it'll just get louder and louder until it gets its attention. You just have to like face it and be like, oh, okay, that's you. And then it goes away. It just like fades away in the distance.
Yeah, it's tackling it head on first, which not everyone can sadly have the strength unless they go to therapy and get that strength or anything, or talk to the right people or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, it's an interesting kind of strength, because it's not like the traditional aggressive strength that we think of like within a current society. It's like an intense amount of patience and acceptance to be able to look at that scary thing in your mind when it comes up and just be like, okay, you're a part of me. That's fine. You don't have to say like I love you or anything. You just have to acknowledge that it's a part of you, and that there are no thoughts that show up in your head that aren't yours. But you don't have to like personalize it and be like, this means I'm a shit person because these thoughts came up. It's like, no, these thoughts are out of your control. That's how everybody is.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, we don't like at the end of the fucking day, you know, we don't know why we're here. Just in general, we don't know why we're on this fucking earth.
We don't know why we're here. We aren't even individual people. We don't have an identity underneath all these layers. We simply exist. And if you want to add labels to things, it's more accurate to say that we are all one giant organism.
That is pretty close. I'd say that, yeah.
Because like, you know, it's like, think about it, right? Okay, like who is you? Who is Tim?
The dickhead.
Yeah. Nah, bro. Like you would say like your looks or whatever, but your looks will change, right? You know, I've seen you go from Ed Sheeran hair to bald town. But that was a choice. It was. I'm not roasting him for his like for any balding.
Anyone that's bold in the chat, take full offense for me.
And then it's like, well, what's my personality? No, but your personality changes, you know, like every year there's always a new bit of change in it. But it's like, well, it's your memories, but your memories also change. Like, you don't remember everything. You just start filling in blanks. And it's like, okay, well, then it's my story. It's like, well, your story isn't real. That's just your memories.
You can't control your story.
Yeah, you can't control your story. It's like, okay, well, then it's the people who know me. It's like, okay, yeah, but what if they forget you? They can forget you. It's like, okay, well then there's like my brain. Then it's like, well, no, we know how the brain works. It's just a nerve center. It doesn't explain how you're experiencing this. It just explains how you're experiencing this. And
when you've got all that to question, then you start thinking about what is good or bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, well, what is good or bad? It's just what we've learned, you know. And then it's like, and then you realize that everything is constructed, and that there is no real essential you. The only thing that's consistent is the change that is going on around you. So that is awareness to me. You know, so like even if I was completely paralyzed, the one thing that wouldn't change is my awareness of everything. Yeah. You know, and that awareness, I think, is something that sort of exists outside of the body. Hold on. I just joined your Discord, not creepy at all. Oh, thanks for the $2. Is the Discord being creepy? I hope they're not.
Uh-oh.
Damn, bro. Don't be creepy, bros.
Hey guys, if you're being creepy in the Lord Bung Discord, I have one thing to say to you. Fuck off.
Fuck off. That's cringe.
It's cringe. Not funny. It's not.
It's
Why?
not.
Why? I'm just remembering that little asshole kid from Captain Underpants. He's just, what? I don't get it. What's the joke?
Oh my god, dude. Bro.
Man.
But yeah, I totally fucking think that I don't think we have a soul, but I think you can call it a soul if you want. I think the awareness that you have since it isn't yours, since it isn't anybody else's, it's a shared awareness among everything. Because there is no identity, there is no individual. There is just this enormous God thing that is everything in existence. You could just think of it like a big blob that is just changing shapes in front of you and changing density, changing temperature, changing... and that's what we are. We are just a blob experiencing itself in all these different ways. It's like, well, how do I feel pleasure? Okay, well, I have to feel pain, so I know the reference point. Yeah. How am I going to do that without chickening out? Because I'm a god, I could just, like, fade out if I want to. Well, I'm going to stick myself into this limited human body that cannot escape and can only suffer and die. It's like, okay, well, that's how we experience that.
Okay, word. I'm fucking with it.
Yeah. Then they go in. Well, they go in. The one god goes in and then experiences every single life in the universe in this sort of cycle. And then comes out the other side and they're like, holy shit, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
But I think that is a sort of like metaphor for how I think the universe is. Because...
Did you ever have kind of a moment where you realize, like, somebody sorry to just interrupt you, but some guy in the chat talked about wet bag of bones, and it made me remember this time where I really thought about how fucking pathetic our bodies are just in general.
Yeah.
They're kind of pathetic, bro. Like,
right.
I saw someone get shot in the arm and die. I didn't know you could die from that, but you actually can still.
Right.
It blows my, like, our brain, like, I really think that, okay, for a while, it's so dumb. I used to think, like, okay, if I don't get shot in the head, the heart, or my balls, I'm all good. You know, I'll get out of the situation alive if I'm ever in the situation. But no, like, our bodies are designed, like, you get fucking shot up, and it's like a bag of red water. They just stick a needle in it, and it just all leaks out, and it's pathetic.
Yeah, well, I mean, that one, I don't know if that's a fair one, because bullets are, like, designed specifically to kill humans.
It's crazy we built that.
But like, all of the shit that we evolved around, you know, like trees and fields and diseases and shit, you know, we're really durable there. It could be like, it's like I break my leg, but another monkey man just rub dirt on it and I'm good now.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's a good point.
Bro.
Maybe it's just the time we live in now when everyone's not doing anything, so we are just squishy babies now.
Yeah, well, we're that's what the people upstairs would definitely want us to be, you know?
They want us big, chubby, squishy babies
Want us to
rolling
be
around, like in their floating
fart
chairs from
babies.
Wall-E.
Yeah, we're in those fart chairs.
Yeah, I actually gotta
farting
cop
around
that
on
fart
Twitter.
chair, though. I need that.
I do kind of want the fart chair, you know?
It's insane. Tell me if a fart chair that floated was a real thing that your ass wouldn't cop it. You look me in the eye and say you wouldn't.
Bro, I'd like to think I'd be stronger.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Can't do this.
Just be here now.
Bro.
You can die if you sneeze, I guess. That's true. Like,
well,
maybe
you can.
What have you been proven, like the doctors have confirmed you'll never die by a sneeze.
Bro, dude, yeah. But like I could
plan
tell
it.
you one thing, dude. Like this is when they were working on my broken ass. I can tell you one thing. Your sneeze is you won't die from what they said. I forgot what they said.
I forgot what you said too. I was really hoping you were.
No, dude. We're on the same page.
Goddamn.
Alright.
We'll snap a vein in the skull. Oh goddamn. That sounds like a good time. I can't wait to do that.
The funny thing about it, buddy, is if you get shot in the leg, you're more likely to die than getting shot in the stomach. Interesting.
Really? I don't believe that. Is that true?
I'll just digest the bullet, dummy. These morons.
I guess, yeah. I guess.
Fucking elementary school.
Oh, just eat it. I'll just shit it out.
It'll just go pang, pang, pang in my fucking intestines, just bouncing off the walls.
Oh, from the bathroom.
Have you ever had an existential crisis, and if so, what do you think about, and how do you calm down? Yeah, I've had a pretty big one, but I've had a bunch of them.
You know what calms me down? The only thing that calms me down, I just remember I'm still 20. And I gotta chill the fuck out. But that ain't gonna last that long. Like,
yeah, you know,
I'm
that's
gonna have to face that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Like, don't worry about it. I can fucking existential crisis when I'm 40 and I'm bald and I've got 4 children or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll figure it out then.
Yeah, if it's not an issue now, then it's not an issue. That's a general belief that I have now, because you're not gonna be somehow more prepared for it just because you're anxious about it now. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. It's just time being wasted on which could be spent on, like, I don't know, gaming or fucking drawing or movies or some shit.
Fucking getting high, you know?
Getting fucking cooked.
Getting cooked.
Yeah, cooked as bro.
Bro.
You know, can I talk about dealers or plugs for a second?
Sure, dude.
The more politically correct term, plugs. So our plug kind of died. We thought he died. Like, straight up, we thought he was dead.
I was so scared, dude. I was so scared for a hot second. I missed that guy.
Yeah, I miss him too. And one day he just was like not reading messages. He was not posting on his story.
Conrad.
I swear to God, dude, I thought he got caught and he went to jail, you know. And then today, he's now selling vapes.
What?
He just sells vapes now. And you know, there was actually a point I was gonna make to this story about, you know, how plugs are inherently really fucking dangerous because they can mix it in. I was gonna go into legalizing weed, but then I kind of got sidetracked there and went to the fact that it blew my mind. He went from selling that hard shit to vapes. That's more lucrative now. Vapes.
Wait, but is it still like weed vapes, or is it like?
Oh, I mean, I imagine so, but also like just like vapes as well with different flavors and shit. Like, I didn't know the market overtook that market.
Maybe that's how they're doing it. There was like a whole South Park episode on that. Remember where like the big vape opens a factory down the road from Integrity Farms.
Oh yeah.
Get their pussy sticks off my lawn.
You watched the pandemic special, didn't you?
Yes.
It
Holy
was so
shit.
fucking funny, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Randy comes into the weed. That's another thing. That's another reason why we should legalize it, because we don't know if our dealers are coming in our weed.
Yeah, they could be jizzing, blowing their beans all over my drugs, and I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have a clue.
I wouldn't have a fucking clue. I'd be getting high on that semen, dude.
Those babies be hitting different.
No, dude. No, dude.
Oh shit! He went too far. Put that on live stream face.
Babies be hitting different.
No, but no, for real though. Like, I bring it up because New Zealand is actually legalizing weed, and I've been talking to Jay recently about
Fucking kidding me, dude.
Well, they're doing like well, it's basically a big popular vote. They're just kind of seeing, you know, how the public feels about legalizing weed.
So they just
Once it
asked,
gets
and everybody
popular-
immediately said yes.
Everybody said yes. Well, no, the votes still haven't come in yet, but if they do win, then there's like now it's gone from never happening to like a 10%, 20% chance of happening, which is, I guess, something like recreational.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? Canberra has it legalized.
Oh, in Canada, it's like you can buy about 14 grams a day and own like 2 weed pots.
Oh no, I mean Canberra, like ACT.
Oh, I think you just can have like. Oh, it's definitely not the same then as Canada.
Feels bad.
It's more like there's like a corner store or some shit, and you could go buy like a gram or some shit.
Sounds alright.
Yeah, and maybe you can own a pot. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's gonna be 60 years of smoking to get the license. It's a long journey.
I wish I could smoke that legal, but I got the cannabinoid hypermesis syndrome. Is that a thing? Are you allergic to weed?
I feel like that's. Well, hold on.
That's the most heartbreaking thing.
This might be real. Oh no.
Because there are some people who just aren't in a good mental state to do weed, but then there are some people who are just like. I guess.
Oh, this sucks. It makes them nauseous and throw up all the time, man. I would hate weed
dude.
too.
Oh no, dude. Yeah, I guess it is just. Colon is Dr. British. Stop!
Oh.
That would suck so bad. It is a plant, though, I guess, and some people just are allergic to plants, intolerant to plants, and like different kinds of plants.
Yeah, plants are fucking weird. Thank God I'm not allergic to anything so far.
That you know.
Like I've kind of lived the life of I'm not allergic to anything so hard that I just like eat everything. I don't even think about my allergies anymore. And then one day it's gonna fucking get me. One day it'll sneak out and be like, boom! I'm allergic to fucking goat feet.
You're gonna fucking smoke semen and just cough up cum for weeks. No, dude.
I thought you were gonna be like, I start getting hives, my skin starts fucking going pink, but no, I'm coughing semen for 2 months.
You become a baby?
Can you imagine if that's how it works? Load gets blown in your mouth and you get younger.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude, what if that's what Epstein was doing?
Yo.
The Fountain of Youth. The Fountain of Youth.
Man looked like a fucking wrinkly, like, ball sack, bro.
He did.
I don't know. I don't think it was working.
Bro. Oh, no.
I smoked every day for 3 months. I missed my chronic rip.
Rest in peace, bro. Rest in fucking peace.
You know, I recently went, not impressive. It was only about 8 days weed free. And that was rough. That was actually ridiculous, like unnecessarily rough. I didn't think it was gonna be that hard.
Right.
Which sucks, because I used to be able to just fucking drop drugs, it's fine. My body would get used to it. But now it's like, apparently I have to do it a different way. Like I have to like wean off it to feel better.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to be able to cold turkey, but not anymore. I'm getting old, I guess. I can't cold turkey my shit anymore.
Damn,
I used
bro.
to do it with drinking and stuff.
Whatever happened to the turkey?
The turkey, too cold, bro. You gotta fucking sweater, dude.
It's gonna...
He's not cold no more. He's good. Now we're in trouble.
Bro, I'm bringing this turkey to life. I'm drawing him on stream.
Hey, yo, look at that turkey, bro. Oh shoot, I'm British and would let you smoke weed any day. Isn't it also illegal in the?
Yeah, I thought it was illegal in the UK. Doesn't stop any of my stoner friends in the UK, but yeah.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You know, actually, I haven't met anyone. Like, I have no connections of anyone from the UK that smokes weed right now.
Damn, bro. All right, here
We
it is.
spit-
It's the warm turkey.
Look at him. Look at that turkey. Look at that little asshole. Sell it for 600 on a shirt.
Bro, dude, I'm fucking selling that for 420 on a shirt. I know it costs less. I know I'm losing bucks at this point.
Manufacturing. $40 tax and delivery. Just on top of it.
It's fucked up. $69 cringe tax.
Just got zapped by my phone, which is off. I hate technology.
Oh, have you seen that Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma?
No, what is it about? I mean, I could take a guess from the title.
Yeah, it's about phone zapping you.
Yeah, fuck phones. I actually turn my shit off every time I smoke now. I feel like it's just having it on stresses me out when I mean, having it on in general just sucks. I also turn it off when
Yeah,
I'm
because
sober.
you're just like, I need to check my social media. I need to check this and that.
Yeah.
It's
but
like this
God fucking
compulsion.
damn. It's so lame, you know.
You know, next time that happens, you should like apply the mindfulness practice of just like, I'm noticing that I have this compulsion to do this, and just like see where that goes. Like just listen, like look at that feeling, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
And the more and more you do that, the less and less those compulsions actually start happening, you know.
Yeah, that ain't a bad idea. That's actually some awesome advice to anyone in the chat.
Yeah,
right?
dude. Do that for literally any impulsion that you feel like, because if you believe that you are an individual in this big mess called reality, then when you have invasive thoughts or like compulsive feelings, you feel like you're a failure. It's like, it's not you though. You're not your bad thoughts. You're not your good thoughts either. You're none of it. You are
it.
You are existence. You are all of existence. Like, this moment of now, this screenshot of now is the only thing that is real. Everything that happened seconds before is in your memory and you don't know if it's real. And everything else is in the future. And
Like a live stream, bro.
yeah, it's like a live stream. Everything that's happened this second right now in front of you, as I'm saying this, everything that you are experiencing, the vibrations of the world hitting you in a way where you're like, oh, that's what that tastes like. That's what that sounds like. That's what that looks like. That's what's real. It is just the hit. That.
Yeah. You see, it's that mindset that I feel like, you know, like I think with, you know, and bold. Nobody's ever said this before, but I really think technology has made it a little hard for us to appreciate the world around us.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. It's because I don't want to. You know, it's not like technology bad. It's more like we chose this. We chose to live this way.
It's not bad. It's really good for a lot of reasons, but everything has a but. And the but with this is the fact that people from like hundreds of years ago has probably lived like such fucking fulfilling lives because they just lived in the real world 24/7.
Yeah, some of them. I mean, you know, obviously not the super like the ones that lived in dictatorships and shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. We don't talk about that.
But
if we
people who lived in nature,
moment.
people who lived in nature and sustained themselves for thousands of years, they knew exactly what they were doing. And they had a choice. They just didn't. It didn't look like they were successful because our version of successful has to do with how much shit we own.
Yeah.
So
It's changed dramatically.
yeah.
Their version of successful was not getting beheaded by the king, and they go to bed so happy at night. And
So
that's
fucking
their
happy.
success. They base success, by the way.
It's pretty based.
And now, what success do we have now? We gotta make our own successful. Like, we gotta do that. We gotta give ourselves challenges.
Yeah,
'cause
and
there's barely any.
And we don't end up doing it. We're just in a system that makes us think we can do it, and then it goes psych. We don't want you up here.
Unlucky.
Yeah, basically. You know, people who
Not
live for
much.
thousands of years with what they had in nature, they didn't need to change. They were completely, because they didn't believe in themselves in this egotistical way. They believed in nature. They believed in the cycle of things. They believed that everything was determined in this like beautiful, respectful cycle where you had to actually listen to nature, listen to other people, listen to people's thoughts and feelings, and not just like try to get something out of it, you know? This is like, it's the standard now in today's world where I'm gonna do this, but you definitely have to be certain that I am doing this so I could get something out of it. Like that's
Otherwise, why not? Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
At that point.
It's like, why don't you just be?
And then you know, some people would say that would be, you know, that would be selfish. But I don't know. You know, personally, I don't see that as selfish. Only some people, though. Crazies.
Yeah, bro. You can
Nobody
still
ever
live in
beat
nature,
thunder.
B. Well, okay, the people in my country who are living in nature have a very limited amount of nature to live in, because in Australia the Aboriginal tribes, their lifestyle, their nature and their laws were part of the land. So they actually had to travel across the country to all of these places in which, you know, this area the laws are here, this area the laws are there. Now that all of the most fruitful areas have been taken by you know, Western civilization, it's not there anymore. It's not. There are lands that they're now not allowed to go into and treat the way that they've been treating it for thousands of years. So it's not a case of just like, oh, just go in the woods and live in the woods. It's like, no, it's all eaten up. We ate it up, you know. It's all gone.
It's all done. It's all done and dusted, as far as I'm aware. Like, I think about you know, all of the big influences of, you know, previous times and shit, and how much of an impact they were. And I kind of have this theory going around, and it's such a dumb one because obviously this isn't the case. We're always learning, and eventually, you know, the next Einstein is probably not even born right now, but will be eventually. But, you know, I've always wondered, is like, what if those great historical things, that's it, and then from now on it's just, I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Like, just this, I guess, if that makes sense. And, you know, that there's no more, there won't be another Einstein. You know what I mean? I've always wondered, will there be another?
Well, that's a very normal thing to assume. Like, whenever there's this study done where they just asked a whole bunch of people, how much have you changed from your past? And basically all of them said, oh, I changed a whole lot. I've become such, you know, I've changed over such a long period of time. I've gone through all of this and that. I am totally different. And then they ask, okay, how much do you think you'll change in the future? And then everybody will say, oh no, I mean, probably not much. I mean, this is it, right?
Yeah.
Because people don't accept that they change their minds.
They're happy to say their past isn't them, but they're afraid to say their future may not be them now either.
Yeah, because they think like, okay, because they have the mindset of I need to get better, not just change, which is the normal thing. There's no good or bad change. There is just change. And if you have the mindset of like there is a good and bad change, and you're asked if you're going to change again in the future, then you must be thinking like, oh shit, is there something wrong with me now? I'm gonna freak out about this. I must be a perfectionist about this. It's like, no, Western
Just
man,
live.
just live.
Just straight
yeah.
live, you know, because just thinking about this stuff while I mean, technically, we're doing exactly what I'm about to say is thinking about that stuff. It's like we shouldn't think about it, but thinking about it also isn't something inherently bad. It's actually can be thought-provoking and interesting, and you'll learn a thing or two, maybe.
Yeah, you can. It's epic.
It's
like,
epic.
It's deconstructing the way that we think that we've just taken for granted as like this is just how people think.
But
like,
also, don't fucking obsess over it. That's the rule one.
Obsession is like suffering. You are gonna suffer, even if you have like, even if something good happens to you, that's also suffering because you're gonna want it to keep going.
Exactly. No, yeah. If you feel like you're getting obsessed from this stuff, you know, you gotta, you just gotta like talk to someone, I guess. At that point, I don't know. It's fucking AIDS. Really, not the best advice, right? But I don't know. You just gotta be careful.
I think the meditation is good. Self-therapy. You know, you just like, cause you're just noticing your feelings, and that's all the thoughts want is to be noticed. Yep. It's a very simple like manual that we've sort of just kind of forgotten over the years with industrialization and all of the fucking terrible dictatorships that have been going on leading up to our current, you know, slightly more peaceful dictatorship.
Yeah.
Like you just have you just have to trust yourself to sit and not have to use your thoughts to navigate those feelings inside of you. Yeah. Which is really hard because we haven't been told to, but it's really simple at the same time, you know. Yeah. I think it's worth trying. Like I still have trouble every time I do it. I think I'm getting better, but
meditating.
What?
Were you talking about are you talking about meditating right now?
Yeah, meditating. Okay. Being mindful with your thoughts. Hold on, I need to save this. Clockwork corner. It's just you're trying to flex this muscle of acceptance. That's essentially all you're trying to do. Is you're working out that muscle that says I'm okay with this, even if you're not okay with it. You acknowledge those feelings. You'd be like, oh, I'm not okay with this. I'm okay with that. You know, because ultimately
if you're not okay
are.
with it. It comes down to, well, if you're not okay with it, the next logical step is why aren't you okay with it?
Yeah, why am I not okay with it?
That in itself is already a pretty healthy fucking step, you know, going from not saying anything to questioning why said thing isn't helping.
Yeah,
is a great way to get better.
Once you acknowledge that it is just a thought and it isn't something that you have to take that seriously, then suddenly it kind of fades away because it realizes it doesn't have that hook on you anymore. And that hook is like the question that it might provoke out of you, and it's like, well, and you suddenly get like defensive against your own thought in your own head, and you're like, well, hold on a second, let me just explain something here. And then you get into an argument with it, but because you're mad at it and because you're acting out these strong feelings, you're giving it power, you're making it real, and suddenly it's like a real enemy you're fighting in your own head. It's like, well, that's you know, from like a purely logical standpoint, we make fun of people like that, and it's like, actually everybody does that, you know?
Yeah, everyone does it, even subconsciously. They don't, or even they do it and just don't even want to admit it. Because
people who are competitively smart believe that, hey, a fox in space. Oh, I love your videos. Because people who are competitively smart, the competitive aspect is the part of them that identifies with the part of their mind they feel they have conquered, you know? But that means they would have had to have gotten into so many fucking arguments and debates with themselves, which is hilarious to think about. Like, or if something is out of their control, they would be a real crybaby about it. You know, be like real tantrum, like Ben Shapiro type. You know, like I must win. If winning is what's important to you, then you're gonna have a hard time meditating.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because, you know, again, winning is about, you know, triumphantness, but meditation is more like submitness.
Yeah,
Submitting.
it's surrender.
I can't fucking word it.
Submissiveness.
Yeah.
It's about surrendering to, you know, the sound around you, the sights in front of you, the feelings in your body, the everything. It's just surrender, and really not feeling like that you have anything to do. You know, if you reach a state where you're like, I'm not thinking about the future so much anymore, then you're fixing like the current of your life. You know, like. If you're busy all the time, then your current is constantly like, you know, you're on energy drinks, you're on caffeine, you're doing so much shit all the time, and then you get exhausted and you're tired, and that's the only way you learn how to relax is by burning yourself out, which is terrible.
You gotta channel that energy into other constructive, healthy forms.
You gotta
being a workaholic is fucking just awful, so bad.
Yeah.
It helps nobody.
It helps nobody because we're not designed to work this much. We're not designed to work nearly as much as people are expected to work today in these like really shitty jobs.
Yeah.
This is something that only benefits certain people who have the mindset of I need to win, and therefore they believe that a human can somehow become like a fucking ultra powerful machine just by working like an animal all day.
Yeah.
It's like, no, humans actually have limitations, and if we don't acknowledge these vulnerabilities and limitations, then things are going to go bad. And I think that's why a lot of people are fucking furious today, you know? Like all the riots, like I am not being treated like a human being. And you're not listening to me, so I'm going to have to make it obvious.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I get it. I get you. I feel that. Oh, shit. There's another cog to do.
Why does Connor look like a depressed Terminator now?
Bro, if
he's
that's
sleeping.
That's the man. He is the depressed Terminator. He could suck my dick.
I keep seeing. Okay, I've seen this comment like 6 times and from 6 other people, and I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I keep seeing people ask if your brother voices Connor or some shit like that.
My brother voices Connor.
Or like that they didn't. They're like, oh my god, you sound like Connor. Like they don't realize that you voice Connor.
Some of them, I think some of them are sincere and some of them are memes. But
that's the worst part, is you can never tell if it's a meme or a joke or a sincerity on the internet.
Yeah.
In the comments. Because I want to respond like a joke, but like, what if they're being legit? They're like,
yeah, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at this point. Like, I'm okay with people thinking anything of me.
They're just so incorrect.
So blatantly incorrect, yeah.
It's just cool.
It's cool, dude.
It's slick. It's
his brother Dylan voices Connor. That's right. How'd you know about my brother Dylan?
Oh man.
You sound different when you're on stream. Yeah, that's because...
you kind of put on Connor. You do put on a bit of a...
I put on an accent, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
put on an accent, so of course he doesn't sound exactly the same.
I think I might take another funny little bathroom break, you know?
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, bro, you do that. You entertain the stream with the noise.
Alright.
With the noise.
The bubbling... Yeah, I mean, hey guys.
Bro, it's your humidifier. Tell him it's your humidifier.
It's my kettle. Guys, if you hear any bubbling, don't worry. Just making a nice pot of tea. Alright. I'm gonna read some comments right now. Blurry, just completely trying to focus on the chat right now. So, I mean, you know, ask some questions, and maybe if they're funny and good enough, you know, I'll ask Danny. You know, I'll tell him. I'll forward it. Give us the bubbles. I don't know. I don't know if you deserve the bubbles yet. You know, it's just. Search up Space Movie 1992. You know what I haven't seen, chat? That fucking space movie, Space Odyssey 2001. You know, I heard it got a remake, or it got remastered into 4K, and apparently it looks amazing. I really want to watch it. I'm just kind of rambling right now to kill some time. Will Connor ever be able to smoke another joint? I don't know. You can't put this pressure on us to keep coming up with questions. Hey! Yes, I can. Because I am the magical voice on the internet. And you must obey the voice on the internet. Odyssey is good? Hell yeah. I've seen a couple of clips of Odyssey and it does look pretty good. It does look pretty good. What's the worst thing you have done that you deeply regret? Fuck. Ah, oh, Jesus. Oh, my deepest regrets. That was a lot. That was a good amount. I think my deepest regret was you know, when back in I mean, I don't know if it's a deep regret because I don't care anymore, but back in 2017, I used to love eating barbecue Pringles. That shit was so damn good. But in Australia, they outsourced all of the recipe to Malaysia and completely fucked the recipe. And my deepest regret was never following through with my American barbecue Pringles dealer, bro. That was the one that really cut deep. I never followed through. I never got that shit sent. Oh god. I don't know where they are now. They're gone, man. They're gone. Because getting food sent to Australia is a bit weird. A bit scuff. Oh hey, dude. Alright, I'm gonna go boil a kettle.
Oh wait, you didn't do it on stream when I was gone?
No, I'm too self-conscious. I didn't hear yours bubbling. Why do I gotta make mine bubble? But I did talk about fuck. You know, I actually don't remember what I talked. Oh, I said something about being a magical internet voice. That was the best.
A magical internet voice?
Yeah, like because we're basically magical internet voices for them.
That's true. As far as they're concerned, you know, as far as they can tell.
They turn off the computer, bro. We're basically dead to them. Like we're not real anymore.
Yeah, once you turn off your laptop, this might give you guys some pleasure. I experience this celestial ego death where I suffer. The totality of my life is whipped through my mind. Every single time. The
crushing weight of the laptop lid.
Yeah.
When you slam it.
Absolutely, dude.
Just like, oh god. Oh.
It's 1,000 deaths, and that's what I feel every time you turn off your laptop. Just like somebody in the stream just like instantly just starts restarting their laptop over and over again.
Just F5ing the web browser just over and over. You can do it all you want. You need the power of the whole chat before that would work.
That's right. Everybody turn off your laptops.
Everyone turn off your computers and phones and laptops. Let's finally kill Danny and Tim. Let's get it out of the way.
Get our souls free. Get us out of this fucking server.
Us, please.
Please, dude.
Please, bro.
Bro. I like this stream now because, like, I was sober for, like, the first hour or something.
That's awful, bro.
No, but, like, people can see... can see me, change.
The quality, the bakedness.
The quality. And the urge to still speak about these metaphysical subjects is still there even when I'm sober, so, but...
I mean, it's a thing that interests you, bro.
It is.
It's cool.
But it's definitely harder to talk about when I'm not sober.
Oh yeah, no, because it just turns into incoherent like inside
Yeah.
joke messes that the stream could never understand.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
remember that one time when we were on LSD, was just like crying. Shitty joke about a big monkey, dude. I don't know.
Don't even get me started on big monkeys. Do you think they're even real?
Like big monkey, like just big
monkeys.
You know, I don't know.
Because have you seen a monkey though, like at a zoo or something?
I've actually never been to a zoo.
Really?
Never in my life. Yeah.
Interesting. It's pretty good. I mean, if you ignore the fact that they're probably not happy there,
Right.
it's cool just on this like weird level to see these animals. Although I imagine it might be more like rewarding to see it in the wild. If you know, like if I feel like if you know, like if my parents were like, would you like to see an elephant today? And for some reason there was an option of seeing them in the wild, I feel like I would have chosen the wild.
Oh yeah, like would you like an hour trip out to the safari desert and see a fucking tiger, or do you just want to go to the zoo at Bazos down the road?
Yeah, like zoo is time efficient, I guess, you know, because I could just go there for an hour and then go back to, you know, doing homework or something.
They're all fucking like looking through the looking through the cells like a jail, just like grabbing at the customers, fucking smoking a ciggy behind it.
Monkey smoking a ciggy.
Yeah, cause you know those clips. I've always wanted to see.
So many monkeys.
A joke.
So many.
You know
monkeys.
those clips where they have like the fucking visitor walking down the fucking corridor of prisons, and they got like the prisoners jeering and throwing toilet paper, and you know that shit, right?
Yeah,
Clearly. I want that, but just like with the zoo animals, just throwing shit.
Throwing shit at. Yo, I showed you that movie Zookeeper, starring Kevin James and Adam Sandler as a monkey. Oh, it's all connecting.
Just remembered that Howie was a monkey and fucking Zookeeper bird.
Yeah.
You never get these.
And he had that hilarious, you know, that Adam Sandler voice. Like, I'm a monkey. You know, just like, oh.
No.
Fucking.
I'm a monkey.
Insane.
I'm a little monkey. I gotta go like listen to an Uncut Gem clip to get my Howie voice back, because I can't do it without it.
You know, I fucking love Uncut Gem.
It's so fucking good. You know, I was talking in a group, and I found out that one of my friends has never finished the fucking movie. He got halfway through and just turned it off and never finished it. I was like,
are you kidding me? What, did it get too stressful?
I don't know. No, apparently they were like, oh, I had work. I was like, you had work?
No, you don't.
Bullshit. Finish the movie.
Finish
the fucking movie. It's got such a good ending.
Yeah.
Honestly, I watch for the ending sometimes. I'm just like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
for real.
oh shit, it's coming.
It's like listening to fucking bass drop of the song.
Dude, that fucking ending is so unbelievably jarring. I love it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
God.
Hello, Zek5. I want to stop watching this stream, but my ADHD won't let me. I hate this stream. I need to leave.
I gotta go. It just like starts smacking shit on his table.
I can't. You know that, like, but people are like that. Just, you know, not exactly that way, but it's like you can just walk away from an argument online, right? But then I've seen people like typing away. Like I've done this as you know when I was younger. I just like I need to get back at this guy. I need to get the next. I need to be the last comment. You know.
My comment has to be the snarkiest, otherwise it's not gonna be a win.
It has to be an epic whammy, as the kids say.
That's what the kids call an epic gamer move.
That's what they call a Baba Booey. Is that what?
The Baba. I actually watched the Babadook recently.
You saw the Babadookie?
Yeah, I watched some Babadookie with Dookie, bro. It was good.
Oh, dude.
That movie's pretty decent.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
got me a couple
it's
times.
it's like a fun psychological like metaphor type.
Oh, bro, that kid was so annoying. I love him. Such a good actor.
Yeah, so good for real.
He was such a good actor. Like when the mom told him to eat shit, I was fucking crying, bro. It was the funniest shit. Just yelling at an 8-year-old to eat shit and die.
Eat shit and die? No, dude. That's so brutal. That's so mean.
It's fucking awful, but
If I was 8 years old and my mom told me to eat shit, I would have slapped her.
if my mom told me to eat shit, I would have moved out. Like, straight then and there.
About to head out in my fucking little baby Daisy Dukes, you know?
I got my fucking Thomas the Tank Engine bag. I'm done.
Give me that fucking Mr. Men lunchbox. I'm out. I'm outie 5,000, dude.
Get me that Lego car, bro. I'm fucking outie.
Bro, dude. ADHD time. Oh, yeah, it's also a little harder to read when I'm not sober. That's another thing.
The chat? Oh, dude, I was trying to read it earlier.
The Baba
Holy
Doobie.
shit, it's not easy.
They're not even speaking English, and that's why it's hard. Like, I'm reading it. The Baba Doobie. The Lala Dodo. What the fuck is happening?
I mean, to be fair, we're also just talking, like, in
We are also
shit
doing it.
as
And
well.
there's also, like, Sanskrit and everything.
The Gaga Googie.
Paul Blart movie night when. I actually haven't seen it, so this maybe tonight.
You know, wait, you haven't? Wait,
I
what?
haven't.
What?
I know.
I'm mind blown. We didn't watch it at the house once.
Yeah.
Not even once.
I think it was
How's
too
that?
obvious, you know?
You know, I never brought it up because I'm like, oh, yeah, obviously Danny's seen Full Blood. Like, of course, I didn't even think about it, like, as a concept. But
Yeah, dude.
damn. No, that movie is dog shit. You're not missing out.
Right as I join the stream, I just see Monkey. Good. It's like a Rorschach test, you know? If people join the stream, they tell me which GIF catches their eye the most, and it tells me everything I need to know about them. So far, everyone on the internet's been Monkey. Thanks for the $2,
How do you get over
Jibs.
an ex that you really liked? I don't know, bro. Just fucking cry into your pillow. I
Wait,
don't know.
what was the question?
Just asking you how do you get over an ex that you really liked, and I was just like, cry it out at that point.
Well, don't be in denial, but you have no reason to think about them. You know? Like, you will have these feelings. Things will remind you of them. Cry if you need to. You know, there's nothing that you're trying to defend. You're not trying to defend your manhood or your sense of being smart or proper or whatever.
No,
Just cry.
bro.
Just fucking cry.
Just cry. Don't
Let
even
it out.
feel bad about it. Because, like, you know, it was pretty, like, for ages, I never fucking cried. You know, fuck that shit, right? But then I kind of had to teach myself to cry when I needed to.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you do need to literally just get it out of you.
You need to
know
get
what I
that
mean?
shit out of you. And also, this is something that I found was pretty interesting. This is also pretty relevant to you because of that injury that you had with the chair.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember, like, somebody was mad, and so we were like, okay, you want to break a chair? And then you guys started like smashing the fucking chair with your like hammers and a baseball bat and fucking destroying this normal innocent chair in the backyard. And then like a piece flew off and like impaled your shin or something.
Yeah, so I had a golf club, and I smacked the golf club piece right into the chair leg. And you know, I thought it was gonna break. I smacked it real hard, the chair, and it just broke. The fucking golf club broke off. I've never seen that happen in my life. I didn't even think that was fucking possible.
Bro.
It broke off and hit my shin and just put a hole in my shin, and blood started just spurting out. I'm like, oh, vibes.
Any dude that can't cry when he hears a good Bob Seger song needs to get himself a checkup.
I read that as Bob.
I
Burgers,
did. I read Bob
Burgers
Burgers too. I'm thinking like, yeah, the Bob Burgers theme is pretty. It gets me
crying
there.
at the intro.
Gets fucking. What was I saying? Yeah. So it turns out this like 70s trend of, if you're angry, then you should break something and it'll calm you down. That's a complete lie. That's actually like psychologically untrue. Because if you are angry and then you act upon that anger, you're only just raising your adrenaline. And you might feel good because you destroyed something, so you feel like you've done something, but that's not the same as being calm or like you know, letting go of whatever it is you were angry at, you know?
I've sometimes had like anger, like, and I've smacked like the wall to get it out. Like I like palm smack shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it sometimes anger to me, and I know it doesn't feel this way for everybody, because I've talked to Che about this exact thing, right? Is with my anger problems. Is anger to me is like a lightning strike through my body, where I gotta just get it out. Like it feels like a zap out of my hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like electricity leaving my body whenever I hit something, and it's just, that's the anger, basically the equivalent of anger for me.
Yeah, that's yeah, like the anger problems. It has to do with. Not a lot of people use anxiety to describe this, but that is basically that, right? You know, it's like this really, it's a sped up reaction for a certain aspect of your mind, you know, like for me, my anxiety had to do with getting caught in these argumentative loops, just non-stop in my head until I just, you know, like couldn't sleep at night. Or to get like really obsessed over a train of thought, and then I would just get lost in it. And, you know, I would just learn how to pretend to be physically standing there while my mind is completely gone. And like, I'd be just completely absent from people's conversations. And then my mood will change, and so, you know, because I'm suddenly really pissed at this train of thought that I followed. And I'm just like, wow, I'm in a really shit mood. And then, you know, suddenly, like, I don't want to hang out with anybody anymore, and it's like, what?
Oh yeah.
What's great now, at least so far, I've been practicing it. Every time I socialized, I have not once felt like, Jesus, I need to get out of here. Not once. Ever since I realized how to fucking do this.
Yeah.
I'm suddenly like, everything they say, no matter how, you know, like, frankly, sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's, you know, like, sometimes it's irrelevant to me, sometimes it's something that I might be judgmental of, you know, like, why are you doing that? Why are you acting that way? I just want to listen to everything they say.
Yeah.
Every fucking thing, every word. Like, it's, and just live in that moment of receiving what they're saying. And, you know, if you have like this logical Western mind, and you must be thinking all the time and labeling things and judging things and stabilizing things every second of the day, then you're not going to want to live in the moment, because it feels timeless and you feel like you're losing time. It's like, just be in that timeless space. It's peaceful. It's relaxing.
It's good.
We only think that we have to think. Our brain's already thinking, even if we aren't hearing any words. You know, like when you're driving, right? You don't say out loud in your head, like, make a 18-degree turn with the wheel. You just do it, right?
Yeah.
You could there's not enough time in the world to say that entire sentence out in your head. You don't need to say anything in your head. Your brain is already doing the thing that you learned.
Yeah, there are some people who really fear like silence for that reason.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I used to hate science. I used to hate silence as well, but I learned to love it, like, a lot. Like, I really fucking love silence, to the point where, you know, it's frustrating when, and kind of it's mean as well, you know, that I fucking look at people and I'm like, why can't you just be aware of how good silence is? Because I used to be in that same position. Yeah. Exactly like them. But now that I'm in that position, I'm just like, why? It's so fucking obvious. You know what I mean? The feeling of silence is, you know, it's good. It's a beautiful fucking thing. It really is.
Eli says, wait, you aren't vocalizing your whole thought process? Yeah, for real. Like, I get what you mean. Like, before my bad trip, I would, if I was stressed out, I would vocalize every single thing that I'm doing, because I feel like I need to be in control. Like, it'll be in my head mostly. It'll just be like, okay, open the thing. You know, I would get frustrated. Like, if I can't get this open, then I'd be mad, and then suddenly, like, the first mean thing I would say about myself would pop into my head, and that'll just make it worse. And then you don't have to be thinking out anything, because you aren't gonna lose control just because you aren't thinking. You're kind of like completely in control, you know? Because, like, it's a win-win. If you have trust in yourself, that you have control, then you will be in control. And even if you aren't, then you won't be so pissed off when you lose. Did my stream go on Epic? Reconnected. All right.
It says, nah, it looks like you're all good. Chat, put a fart in the chat if we're all live and connected and steady and well. And just put a fart in the chat because I fucking said so too. You know, just do it.
Put an enormous fart in the chat, dude. Stream back up.
That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see.
I don't like seeing that. And with that, I think I need to end the stream soon. For real.
Yeah, end on a fart. End on a high note.
And it's comedy 2020.
Bro, it's shit like that you don't get anywhere else.
Dude. That's the straw. Oh, shit. Hey, Sapphire. I got you. 1 second. Let me just...
Damn.
God damn!
Fucking hell, man. I really loved Solar Opposites.
Yeah.
I loved that show so much.
It's quirky. It's quirky.
It's a bit unfortunate because I have some disappointing connections with that show, which is totally unfair for the creators and everyone who made it because they did a fantastic show.
Yeah. It's just a bad time.
When that show came out, it was a bad time, but damn, was it a good time? The whole show itself.
Yeah, dude.
I hope they do a season 2. I really do, and also season 5 of Rick and Shorty.
It's so. Even though I'm trying to eat better now, it is Wednesday, which means it is Wing Wednesday. I'm getting some wings.
God damn!
Fucking, I don't know, maybe Red Rooster or something. I might get it with those fucking vegetables.
Get yourself that KFC broccoli, yo. I mean, Red Rooster broccoli.
KFC broccoli, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
It's just loaded with fucking gravy, just in the Brussels.
Dude.
Cut it open. Oh, fuck.
Oh my
Feeling
God.
disgusted. It's disgusting.
It's all good, Zek 5. You go. We have achieved comedy. Fart go burr.
That lava lamp. I actually have your lava lamp still. Like, I have them.
Yeah, dude.
Vibing all the time, man. I fucking love these lamps.
Yeah, dude. Wait, it's on all the time?
Nah, I turn it off when I go to bed.
Oh, okay, good, yeah.
During the day, they're vibing, bro.
Yeah, I think they're like... I think they overheat if you leave them on all the time or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I've gone to bed and just left them on all night once and looking like
bro.
But they're usually chilling in the morning.
Looking like a fart.
Looking like a tripping and shada.
Here we call Wednesdays Vegetable Wednesday. No way.
Don't say that. Don't say you call that vegetable day.
That's Vegetable Wednesday? That sounds like the worst day. Like
That sounds awful.
Like I'm trying to eat vegetables now. I mean, I am eating vegetables now. But holy shit, still like
Holy fuck, we need a break.
Need a fucking break, dude.
Fun fact about lava lamp. Some of them on top of the pointy head have a bottle lid underneath that can be unscrewed.
The tsunami
convincing you to
lid.
drink it. I don't think they're trying to convince you. In fact, there's actually like a load of stickers that tell you not to drink the fucking lava lamp fluid.
Then why do they make it look so fucking tasty looking?
Why I gotta look like I gotta down it, though? That's the question.
I'm gonna melt down some glass and drink the glass while it's in liquid form.
I'm sorry, I just saw you. The 2 Donkey Kongs, me and the gorilla. You scream.
Where are they riding off to?
Bro, where are they going, dude?
Bro.
This ain't social distancing, dude. Look at it. Can I send you a meme?
Yeah, dude.
I want you to play it on stream.
Oh,
I swear to God, it's safe for stream.
Goddamn better be. Goddamn better
Oh,
be.
for fuck's sake, this chat doesn't know to shut up, so now I have to scroll forever. Fuck me.
This chat doesn't know how to shut up. That's so mean.
No one knows how to stop talking.
It's true.
It makes my memes hard to find.
Whoa. If you think of 096, can you hear the screams already?
Oh, I found it.
Think of 173, can you hear the crunch already? If you think of Connor, can you hear the respawn sound already? Thanks for $10. Beep boop. Alright, what is this meme?
It's good. I think you're gonna like it.
I need to turn it up. Fuck, dude. Alright, what's this meme? It's only 18 seconds.
Oh Allah the Almighty, protect me and guide me.
Oh my god! Fucking hate this universe. Yeah, I'll fucking send it and... send it in the fucking chat.
It just hits good, you know?
It's pretty good. Two Donkey
Crunchy.
Kongs.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Crunchy.
I don't know. I like both.
I like when you're crunchy and smooth. Can I do... There's like a extra smooth that I like,
Yeah.
but it's like a really sweet peanut butter, and I'm not sure if it's healthy.
Oh, okay. Like they smooth it twice and put like a dump sugar.
I think they saturate it in like some kind of liquid or some kind of like peanut oil.
Yeah.
So it's more like when you do Nutella. That's how kind of sticky it is.
Ooh, okay. See.
And I really like it, but it's probably really unhealthy. It's just something that my mom brought over from the Philippines. She's just like,
Maybe-
this peanut butter. This,
Yeah,
oh.
it probably is unhealthy. But imagine if it's the one thing, like that's the god's nectar juice to living to 1,000. Is that peanut butter, bro?
That's it. Well, then I'm already there.
You're done. You're sorted.
Get me
Mortality. Who?
Get me a second testicle, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go? The other one.
What do you mean, other one?
Yeah, good point. My bad.
I was kind of hoping you'd take me down the bit of like me revealing that I only have like one testicle.
No, dude. I
was
was
like,
trying
what do you
to
mean-
normalize
what do you
it.
mean
Like,
we're
I
meant to
got
have
one
two?
too, It's all good.
Oh shit.
In Australia, everyone's only got one testy. I would, you know what? I would prefer that to be the stereotype instead of fucking shrimp on the barbie and Fosters and fucking harness, ground harness, and upside down. Dude, oh my god, my replies. It's always that.
You want another link in here before you end? Yeah. Put in another link. I'm about to end.
Tripping and pooping.
Tripping and pooping, farting and sharting, stinking and
Still
shit.
gonna go. I'm gonna go have a kettle. I'll be right back.
Oh, good. Oh, I hope I could hear it. Oh. Pissing on my neighbor's car, feeling good. Hell yeah, Emia K and Louisa K. A couple are pissing on a car. Or maybe siblings, I don't know. Bung lost a testy. No. If I did, I'd be making non-stop jokes about it, but no. Say something funny or I will drink it. Bro. Something funny. Yes! I got his ass with a mind trick. Holy shit. Man, that kettle hits hard. God, I could just die on the floor and my last thought would be pissing on a car. That's the risk that you take by entering these streams. You could die any moment. But that's what I'm preparing you for. That's why I'm trying to tell everybody to chill the fuck out, you know? We have no reason to believe that death is the end of anything. We just have reason to believe that it is a change, you know? And it looks like a scary change because we are so used to moving and being active and having thoughts of the future and comparing ourselves to the past when we're depressed.
All right.
But if we were, you know, there's a lot we could learn from death. And there's a lot of cover-up of death in the West, whereas if you go to the East, you'd see a lot of more like death symbolism and more intimate funeral systems.
I think death is embraced more.
Yeah.
Back on that side.
Yeah. And here it's like, no, we have to embalm them and make them look like they're still alive, just taking a nap. Let's put them in a suit.
Put him in a suit and fucking dress him up, give him some makeup.
Yeah, that'll be like fucking, I don't know how much that costs. A lot.
God, I hope my body's just a mangled, bloody corpse and I leave it open, hanging out.
Just mincemeat. You just see mincemeat and 2 eyeballs like a fucking witch's broth.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wild.
Exactly. I would just want that. Paint reality to everybody that's watching, like everyone in my fucking. Because if they're gonna have a funeral, I want a funeral to have a point, and sure, but I want my point. So my point would be that I'm a mangled corpse.
And
you'll be that too.
And that's what y'all have to deal with, you know.
Yeah, you're all gonna have to live with that until you're the mangled corpse, and
That's
then you
right.
get to be the one.
Is forgetting's a truer form of death, of obliteration? So that was from Dan. Give me $5. Thanks for the $5. Is forgetting's a truer form of death? Well, yeah, I would say it is, because and that's only because I want death to be sort of used as a descriptor for every actual form of death out there, so that we get used to the idea. Like, when you forget something, that thought dies. That thing literally dies as far as you can tell. Like, if you thought a family member died, you would, that you were really close with, you would fucking, like, cry, even if they didn't actually die, right? So the
thought does.
The pain is all in here, the suffering is all in here, the thought is all in here. So, if we got used to the idea that all of reality is just non-stop change and it doesn't need labels or categories or taxonomy or anything, it doesn't necessarily need these things in order for you to just live. You might need that for your job, you might need that for a passion that you have, but you don't need it at any other point. We just get stuck in it, Yeah. If we could just sort of accept that. I forgot what I was talking about.
I'm fucking destroyed, bro.
Uh,
Completely transparent. I have made a sincere and lacking my judgment.
Has anyone ever told you you're a big cutie patootie? Thanks, dude.
That's real nice of you to say about him.
Hey, I'm back from breakfast. Hey, I'm back from breakfast. I'm Danny. I don't think I said that right. I think
For clarification.
It's 4 a.m. and I'm here. I am also here, but I'm not 4 a.m.
I am
kinda...
not here. I am gone. On every plane of existence.
Bro, dude. How was that kettle hit, by the way?
That kettle was so damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Grown man about to cry on stream.
Oh, Spectrometon speaking some truths about the Western funeral industry, the death industry complex. What is this?
I'm currently being lectured by my teacher while watching this.
Bro, are they lecturing you about how to watch my stream and be epic?
They fucking better be.
They better
Otherwise,
be.
what do you keep doing in
There is
school?
actually a
Leave
manual
school.
for how to watch my streams.
Leave school and subscribe to Lord Bung. Alright, come on.
Bong man, listen, big brain idea. Super science friends, ex-confinement crossover. Einstein accidentally kills Connor. Freaks out as Connor just zoops back. Big brain, I know. That is a big brain.
Connor dies of cancer. What happens? I'm sorry. I don't know why that's funny. It's not.
What happens? What happens next? It's
I don't
genius.
know. I don't fucking know what would happen if Connor just got like what?
You know what?
Lung cancer? Like Walt?
Maybe this episode.
Oh my god.
Maybe this episode might answer that question.
I have $1 million episode idea for you, Manny. Connor becomes Connor becomes Walter White.
Right. Yeah. So
He
it's
starts making meth with
just
one of
meth,
the boys.
nothing, no equivalent, just meth.
He just starts making meth for about 20 to 35 minutes. It's like a full animated.
I rotoscope an actual footage of someone making meth.
I'll make meth as a robot, so you can rotoscope.
Oh no, dude. Gender is fake. Exactly.
God, just forgot there was a chat for like 5 seconds. 5 seconds, you were all gone. What happened?
I want to try to make my point a
Oh,
little
yeah.
more clear about gender being fake. It's only as real as every label any individual human being has ever made. Which, you know, when you look at it from that sort of vast spectrum, it's like, it can be really important if you think all labels are important, and some people do get obsessed with labels and categories and taxidermies because they really feel like it needs to be organized, you know? But really, we're trying to put a grid over, you know, a mountain. Like if you look out at a beautiful mountain and you just put a grid over it, you know, like fucking like 30 lines down, 50 lines across, grid. That's the same thing as what labels are. It doesn't make the thing. It isn't what the thing is. It's what we've put over it, you know? And the terrifying reality that of these ever-expanding fields of science is that we are discovering that things are not as neatly separated as we assumed they were in simpler times. It's wildly complicated. There are literally diseases getting discovered every single fucking week. Different kinds of people are being born with all of these different variations of, you know, neurodivergencies. We would like pathologize and say that's a mental illness because it doesn't happen to work so well in our society.
Yeah.
But it's like literally they are just born the way that they are. That you know, regardless of any preconceived notions or beliefs or judgments, this person is born the way that they are, and because of our grid system, some of them are made to feel that they are somehow failures because everybody is supposed to have this expectation that if you are succeeding in this society, in this capitalist society, then that means you are a winner, you know?
Yeah.
But we didn't all agree to that, you know? We were just born, we were kids, we didn't have any fucking say in this presumed assumption that you are only good if you are financially successful, stable, or whatever. You're only good in relation to the amount of money that you make.
Also, as a kid, you don't even know how to fucking question shit yet.
Yeah.
You don't even know what that means, questioning shit yet. You're still Legoing and McDonald's cheeseburger, Happy Meal, fucking, I don't know, whatever kids are doing now.
Yeah.
Fortniting?
Yeah.
Whatever, bro.
Like kids
Whatever
want
you
the
want.
things that they want based on what's around them. But if you as a parent really believe, just as a base assumption, that like what society wants you to do, what capitalism wants you to do is the right thing to do, then the kid is also going to grow up like that, you know? Because nobody questions it. Nobody felt the need to. We just sort of went along with the rules. And then people rewarded you when you did right according to the system, and then people would punish you if you did wrong. And then you'd suddenly get this idea that, okay, I see what it is. And if you are the kind of person who's like, doesn't seem to have any issues in society at all or whatsoever, you might just go along with that and you might be successful, but you'd most likely not be.
How do you feel like YouTube as a babysitter? Terrible?
YouTube as a babysitter? Oh, you mean like when you just let your kid watch YouTube videos?
Like you fuck off and just let them watch it. Like, I think that's such
Yeah.
a bad idea.
I don't know.
Kids are wild, you know, and so, God, you know.
Bung, why do you hate capitalism? Well, I don't like using the word hate, but it's just because I'm a fucking hippie pussy now. But
I am not a fan of capitalism.
Listen, I'm not saying like it is bad and I have a. It's not like saying this is bad, let me find a replacement for it. It's more like I just want to point out the issues that I have personally and broadly, morally speaking, with it. That is about it. You know, like if you can criticize. I criticize it because I live in it, so I also suffer from it every now and then. I know people who suffer from it worse than me, and I know of people who have straight up just been killed. You know, and it's not. And I want to also get out of the mindset of like I'm pointing a blaming finger at somebody. I understand that when you're in a system, everybody is basically at fault to some degree, and there are people who are like slightly more at fault. But I think that if you sort of tip that scale with violence, then violence is just going to replace it. You know, I think that's sort of what's been the case. But that doesn't mean I like capitalism. I still criticize it, and I still think that, you know, we need to find a balance that everybody agrees with, I guess.
God, it's hard.
It's really hard, and I
will say that it's really hard because both sides always have a point to some degree, which then that makes the whole thing frustrating.
Yeah, because then it's like, oh, are you against this? Like, no, I'm against that. And nobody really knows who you're talking about.
Like so many things fucking conflicting, and so it's just like so many different sides, and then the system shit already is just garbage.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Thank you for the $2 beep boop. You go to school, nice spending time. It was nice spending time with you.
Who is this guy and why is he on my recommended? Because he's a fucking bomb YouTuber and you should subscribe, you stupid dumbass.
Yeah, I mostly just do animations that don't necessarily talk about these things to this degree, but are definitely part of my interests. You know, like confinement.
Watch them.
Confinement is like it has to do with things that I believe in. It's just prettied up in this way where it's entertaining, and if you don't want to think about those things, you don't have to. But me being on the stream, I could talk about whatever I want, you know.
Confinement's good because it's really like it's super consumable. It's such a consumption show, you know. I can watch it and I just totally forget that you make it. It's that fucking entertaining. I can tell you that. Some pog shit, man. Subscribe today, you morons.
Yeah, bro. Fart all day long.
Fart scribe.
All is flawed. There is no perfect thing. Absolutely. Thank you for the $2 sub to me for no reason.
Perfect.
Yeah, so, you know, every now and then I get a little bit torn between, like, this side of me that is kind of, like, pro-violent revolution, and then this other part of me that is now has a better understanding of how violence carries on in a cyclical way. Because, you know, there's a part of me that deeply believes that if you are using violence to get something, then that violence doesn't suddenly disappear after you get it. And I think that goes the same for revolution. The violence just carries over. And to the point where we say, well, we are just violent. Humans are just violent. So therefore, we're not going to do anything to mediate or slow down or stop down violence at all. You know? You say, well, the other guys have nukes, so we have to have nukes. The other guys have tanks, we have to have tanks. The other guys are getting a little too close to our islands, I am going to shoot them. You know, like this, there's this baseline assumption that we need violence. And maybe when we were surrounded by fucking, like, saber-toothed tigers, yeah, you know? But no, we live so fucking comfortable. Most of us in the West live so fucking comfortably now, and yet we still have this, like, belief that we need a military with a budget that's so fucking enormous. You know?
Yeah, What the
It's
fuck?
paranoia. It's like the paranoia left over from the tigers hasn't evolved out of us, so we're just like filling it with this bullshit about we need to get mad at this country because war and war profiting. I don't mean to brag, but bring me a beer.
What does that mean?
I don't know, dude, but thanks for the $2.
Hey, bartender, bring me a beer. Referencing? I don't know.
Most leftists go through a tanky phase at least once. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the tanky. It's like, you know, like in any if a society was really peaceful and there was just like a minority of people who were a bit confrontational, they would suddenly become relevant when danger started happening to that society. So that society would then end up like breeding, essentially, like birthing and teaching confrontation and violence to their kids. And then it'll be like, that's a society of confrontation and violence, which becomes very useful up until the point it isn't useful, you know, when it's being downright destructive. And then I would hope that in the coming, decades, we would end up going into a peaceful route because of the amount of violence that has been occurring all over the fucking world these past,
You know what I think the future's gonna be, bro?
What?
The floating chairs from Wall-E. I'm telling you.
Fucking by and
Telling you,
large,
bro.
can buy my mortgage, dude. This is...
Dude, when we die and these are gonna be just archives in the year 100, they're all gonna be molding because I'm right. They're all in their fat chairs right now in 100 years. Molding to us.
Yeah. Next week, the stream's gonna open up, and I'm gonna be in the fucking chair, just like the camera's looking up at my chin, like I'm 80 years old. It's on Skype, you know.
Yeah, like super fucking.
It's like-
so old, not even focusing on the camera.
Hey guys, you know.
6 million live stream viewers.
I'll be drinking a
still.
pizza out of a bottle.
Just keels and dies in the chair.
Have you seen the movie Chef by Jon Favreau? I actually haven't. Thank you for the $5, but I actually haven't. Sorry.
I haven't either. I actually wanted to watch it when you were here, and I kept forgetting. God damn it. It's
Oh.
a good movie. Jon Favreau.
Oh my god, dude, how much money you gonna send? Bro, let him send as much money as he wants. And if he wants to take money from me, let him take as much money as he wants. That's the agreement that he signed by donating. Not a lot of people know that.
Can you do that? Can
No,
you
actually no. Doesn't make fucking sense. What a ripoff. Like somebody donates $1 and then takes out my entire bank account.
Yeah, it's fair. No, it's fair. That's what communism
It's fair,
is,
though.
right? It's communism.
Bro. Okay, my fucking wings are here, actually. So I'm gonna end stream, because it's been over 2 hours.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Alright, good night, everybody, or good day. Have a time of peace, and take some time out of your day to just, like, feel into your body and vibe the fuck out. You know?
Hey, don't forget. Don't forget. Give yourself some time and let yourself fart a little, you know?
Just let a fart happen.
Just let it come out. Let it slip out like a little squeak, you know? Let yourself have that.
If you have to cover your ears to do it, get yourself a beer. Thanks for the $5 again, Koli Kagu. You know, the first few times I farted, I had to cover my ears and pretend I wasn't farting. But now I could just let it out, and then just sometimes I
Let it
dance.
leak out like a balloon leaking out.
Yeah, bro.
That's
right.
it. There it is.
This is the worst fucking stream in my life.
It could get worse.
It could get a lot worse. Nah, this was fucking epic. It was fucking amazing to hear your voice again.
Dude,
Dude.
same.
You
Fucking same.
fucking legend. This man's a legend, all right?
Listen to this man. Look at him go. Look
Look
at
at
this
him
crazy
go.
guy.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna. Everybody, get out of
He's
here.
gonna wang it up.